Hi, let's go ahead and look at this one here. Clearly, some things are going to need to go away on the bottom, but let's not be crazy. So on the top, I can obviously factor out a 4, which then is factorable as x plus 2 and x minus 2. Yay for that, a little jig. And it is, I am sure, incredibly tempting to just get rid of those because you see that nice little answer sitting right there. But if you look, you also see these answers here. And if you then look again, you notice that even though those look kind of the same, then they're not the right polarity, meaning that some of them are positive and some of them are negative. So if you look at this really, if you factor out a negative, this becomes a negative here, and this becomes a positive. Now these are the same, but notice I end up getting a negative left over, which kind of needs to hang out right there. So be careful. Look at the multiple choice before you move on to see if that could help you figure out what's really going on. Let's look at this one right here. Obviously, the denominators are going to disappear. So, and obviously, 5xy is what's going to be common. It actually is in all of them, so that's fantastic. So you're left with x squared plus 4xy plus 4y squared. It goes away, yay. Now, let's just look at this for a moment. This doesn't have a y in it. There's no way you're going to multiply all those numbers and magically y's are going to disappear. Well, at least hopefully not. Notice here, these actually are these two things. Like, where did that go? Just vanish? So that's definitely out. If you look here, like, I had a 4y squared, now it's just y. I had an x squared and this, now it's gone. Like, that doesn't seem to make sense. So by just kind of being careful and looking at things, you can eliminate. But, that being said, this is just a normal factoring problem. X times x, 2y times 2y plus plus. That would give us x squared. That would give us 4y squared. This gives us 2xy, and this gives us 2xy, which is our 4xy. So we can then confirm that that's actually the correct answer. All right, let's look at one last one, number 25. For 25, I want to look at this two different ways. I want to first of all look at if you cross multiply, because I know that some of you did that. You do need to be careful. It only takes a couple moments to write things out, and hopefully then you can actually remember to distribute to both of them. I then put the x's over here, and my 15 over there. So then you look and you're like, yay, this is 3. But look, do you see that one of the options is no solution? So just pause for a moment. Plug 3 back in. It only takes a second. Remember, you're only looking for denominators to see if you end up getting a 0. Oh, well, that's a 0. So that means that the one answer we got actually doesn't work. Now, let's look at this a different way. So I've been emphasizing to my students, so instead of doing cross multiply, which feels good at the time, go ahead and get a common denominator. Do you see that these are almost the same? It's very similar to number 22. So if I factor out a negative, I end up getting now a positive x and a negative 3. Now they're the same. So if I want this to be the same, I need to make it negative and negative. So I get 5 equals negative 7 on the top, and negative x minus 3, and negative x minus 3 on the bottom. Now, these are already the same, so yay! So I set these equal to each other. Now think for a moment. Are those equal to each other? It's like systems of equations. If this is what you end up getting, that's never going to happen. Even if you put it all on one side, 12 equals 0, that's still never going to happen. So that is actually no solution. So be careful. Take that moment, look at your multiple choice, and see if that can help you out.